it's into Mac, who gets France underway, playing for the 16th time today in partnership with the world.
Here we go. The big game this weekend, which I think is going to decide the Six Nations of 2025. Let me know if you agree. I mean, France, or should I rather say Ireland versus France. In Ireland, it's going to be massive. Sold out crowd. Everyone's going to be pumped up. I think a few people are going to be hitting the pubs quite early. But we'll go through in this video the predicted lineups and also the prediction who I think will win. And I think whoever does end up winning this game, depending, I guess, by how many bonus points, etc. But I think whoever wins this game will end up winning the Six Nations, as both have a fairly easy game. I'm not saying a very easy game, but a fairly easy game to finish off the Six Nations. So let's go through it here. As you can see, the fans have voted, and quite interestingly, 57% think that France will win, 43% Ireland. The live win probability is 54% Ireland and 45% France. I do think the Irish are the favourites, and they are the betting favourites as well in this match, and rightly so. You know, they are unbeaten. They are the world number 2, very close to South Africa. Even winning the Six Nations, they're not going to be able to become number 1 in the world, but they can really bring that points down and get it really, really close. But as you can see, it'll be at Aviva Stadium in Dublin. These are the last 5 meetings of the two teams. So Ireland winning 2 and France winning 3. Average points scored, 27 points for Ireland, 23 for France. So there has been a couple of wallopings in there. First try, whoever scores the first try wins 80% of the time, and the home team wins 60% of the time. Now, this is just the most recent form here in the last 5 matches. And before we kind of dive into this even more, if you do enjoy these sorts of videos, if you want to keep up with these sorts of coverages, of the Rugby Championship, all that type of stuff around the world, then hit that subscribe button. It's right below the video. Either just a click of your thumb, click of the mouse, whatever it might be. But it helps support the channel, and it shows that at least the content, people are enjoying it. So it's the best way to support the channel. It's free. You don't need to pay anything. Just hit the subscribe button. You'll see my future videos. And it's a great way to be a part, I guess, of another channel that's all about rugby. We can share our opinions. We can, tongue-in-cheek talk about rugby as much as we want. And we can support our nations, but in a nice and free manner. That's what this channel is all about. Now let's get into the last 5 games for Ireland. 5 games ago, played against Fiji, winning 52-17, beating the Wallabies only just at Aviva, 22 points to 19. Beating England 27-22. We know that that game actually was a bit of a hiding. Ireland were up 27 points to 10. They took the foot off the gas and let kind of England score 2 late tries, which got them the bonus point. So well done to England for playing the full 80. But it wasn't a close game. Then Ireland beating Scotland 32 points to 18 yet again. Not a close game at all. And then Ireland beating Wales in a close game. A very close game. They were 18 all after 60 minutes. And then that's when Ireland just went to championship mode. And they decided, we're taking the 3 points, take the 3 points, and take the 3 points, putting it outside of that try margin. Obviously, Wales could have scored that try in a corner, but a great defensive effort, saving that try. And at the end of the day, Ireland pulled through, not with a bonus point, but they did at the end. You can see at the bottom right there, the ladder there. So Ireland's on 14 points, France on 11, England on 10, Scotland on 6, Italy on 4, and Wales on 1. And we move on to the last 5 results for France. Beating the All Blacks in Paris, 30 points to 29. Beating Argentina, 37-23. Smashing Wales, 43-0. Losing to England on the last play, pretty much, 26-25. And then absolutely walloping the Italians, 73-24. What a high-scoring game. Nearly 100 points in that match. It's crazy. You can see here as well, total tries scored, etc. You can pause it on there if you want to go through this. But I want to go through the last 5 meetings of this Irish and French team. So all the way back in 2020, France winning 35 points to 27. Then France winning in Ireland in 2021, 15 points to 13. Beating them again, 30 points to 24. So 3-match winning streak there for the French. And then 2 fairly bad losses. 32 points to 19. 13-point loss. Getting smashed 38-17 at home losing by 21. So big loss, that one. But obviously, different team, different players there. So this game's going to be interesting. Now we'll go through kind of just real quick here some predicted lineups that I think might happen in this match. We'll start with the Irish. So I think in the front row, we'll probably start with Andrew Porter, Dan Sheehan, and Finlay Bealham in the front row. Tyg Byrne in at number 4. Joe McCarthy in at 5. Peter O'Mahony, the legend, in at number 6. Josh van der Fleer in at number 7. Caelan Doris is back. It seems he'll be back in at number 8. And then starting in the back line, you got Jamison Gibson Park, Sam Prendergast, James Lowen left wing, Bundy Aki starting for the, I guess, suspended Gary Ringrose. So Robbie Henshaw moves to 13. Mac Hansen on the right wing, Hugo Keenan in at fullback. So back to that kind of solid starting lineup. And then I think on the bench, Gus McCarthy in at 16. Cian Healy, the highest cap Irish player ever, in at 17. Tyg Furlong or Tom O'Toole in at number 17 for me. James Ryan, Jack Conan, Connor Murray, Jack Crowley, and Jamie Osborne. And Jack Conan, I think, will have a big moment to play in this match. He's been, I call him the Quagga Smith of the Irish team. When he comes on, he makes things happen off the bench. So I think he'll have an impact. So brilliant team. I mean, that's the team, right? That is like their top team right there. Obviously, apart from possibly missing Tyg Furlong and also missing Ringrose, right? Now, for the French, I'd go something like this. I'm thinking maybe, Jean-Baptiste Gros in at number 1, Piatto Mavaka, Uini Antonio in a 3, so unchanged. Then Thibaut Flamand, Michael Guillard, Francois Cros, Paul Bourdain, Gregory Aldrit. So not a very changed up team. I think actually there might be a couple players that might be coming back into this, which you can look at probably here. You can see it. So obviously Romain Tamac is back. The French behemoth Miafu is also rejoining the French squad with Ireland. So I'm thinking he will start in at number 5 actually. Michael Guillard, even though he had a brilliant game, I think he will drop back to the bench. And I think Emmanuel Mafu, if he's healthy, he'll start. If not, then Guillard will start in at number 5. Then you can also see that Pierre Bourgaret, Maxime Lamotte, Tavita Tatafu, and Romain Burros is also healthy. So Tatafu could also come into this team as well on the bench. So it'll be interesting. I think he brings a bit of physicality as well. So in the back line, obviously Antoine Dupont, Romain Tamac, Biabiare, Yoram Wefana, Pierre-Louis Barassi, Damian Ponau, be back now. Leo Barre in at fullback. I don't think so. I would put him, like, this is just if I was the French coach, I would put Leo Barre in the team, but Thomas Ramos is just so brilliant. Safe at the back, his goal kicking's brilliant. So Thomas Ramos in at number 15, even though Leo Barre is literally one of my favorite players in the French squad. Just his attacking ability, his counter-attacking mindset. He's just a brilliant fullback, in my opinion. He's good at everything he does. And it showed in that last game against the Italians. He scored 2. 1 got called back. So he could have had 3 tries. I think he's just a brilliant player. So it's kind of sad to see that he's not being used, but this is a tough decision a coach has to make. If it was my choice, I'd go Leo Barre. But Thomas Ramos, it's very hard to go against the man who is just so safe and brilliant. So it'd be tough to see what the coach does, and interesting at the same time as well. And then on the bench, you can go something like Julien Marchand, Surabai. And then I think that's where, you could maybe get like a Tabita Tatafu. Romain Taufi Fenoa or Michael Guillard on the bench. Alexandre Roumat. And then the last 3 is just too tough. I can't even decide actually on a bench here. I'm not sure if he's going to go 7-1. I don't know if he's going to go 6-2. My take would probably think a 6-2. That's who I'd go against the Irish. I'd go 6-2. Maybe put, if you start Thomas Ramos, put Leo Barre on the bench with, backup number 9. and then the rest forwards, in my opinion. That's what I would do, 6-2, because Barre can at least cover, you know, he can cover fullback, he can cover fairly center, he can also cover on the wing, where, you know, let's say Tamak gets injured, then Thomas Ramos can go to 10, but then if you get fullback that gets injured, then Barre can just jump straight in as well. So it'll be tough. Yeah, it's too hard to predict the French lineup at the moment, in my opinion. You can see here, so France have the highest lineout success out of any team. They've completed 49 offloads. Ireland have retained the most possession from their kicks, so nearly 1 in 5 kicks they get the ball back, which is crazy. And France is second of 17.4%. Finlay Bealham and Jack Conan will both get their 50th test cap this match if they do play. Obviously, Conan scoring 2 tries, 1 in each of his last 2 matches. And then France duo Gregory Aldrit and Antoine Dupont are 2 of just 3 players who have made 40-plus carries in this year's Six Nations. And then Biarra has notched up 9 direct try involvements, which is crazy. 5 tries, 4 try assists. Yeah. Now it gets to the fun part, right? Where we have a prediction for the match. I guess before we do that, right? Let's have a quick look. Dublin weather Saturday. So it's set to rain. Interesting. Very interesting. I do think if it does rain, I think it's going to help the Irish, in my honest opinion. So a tough one, I think. I think a very tough one. If it does end up raining, I think maybe Ireland win it, right? I think Ireland win it in a very tight match, just in my opinion. But then if it doesn't rain, I think the French win. So a very tough one. So in my opinion, if it's good weather, this is my match prediction. I think 24 points to 23 to the French. 1 point win. I think they pull it off. If all the players are healthy, back again, I think they pull off the upset. And I think Ireland get the bonus point, which could put them on even points. So if France doesn't get the bonus point, they're on 15, and then Ireland are both on 15. Then it comes down to points difference. And right now, France have obviously the best points difference in the competition. So it's going to be interesting, very interesting, because then that means France will have to get a bonus point win against Scotland. But yeah, Ireland put it to bed here if they win, because I doubt they will lose to Italy in that last match. England, even if they do win with a bonus point, you know, Ireland will need to lose against Italy to be able to win it. So this is where the competition gets decided for me. And I think France pull the upset in Dublin, 24 points to 23. I think there's going to be some very dodgy calls. I think, you know, a lot of fans will be annoyed. And it's a 50-50, right? It's going to be a very tight game. I think under 7 points winner. I think a 1 point winner for me for France. Let me know your prediction below. Who do you think will win? And if Ireland win here, then they definitely deserve it, because they have just been such a brilliant team. The players they have, the way they hold themselves, just a brilliant, brilliant team, brilliant country, brilliant nation for rugby. So we'll see who comes out on top on Saturday. See you there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Like I said, let me know who you think will win below. Hit your predictions down below in the comments. We can compare them after the match. Like the video if you liked it. And please, if you've watched this long, might as well hit that subscribe button right below the video and you'll see my future videos. Thank you for watching.